proposed wiring method with a 300 amp primary fuse, 4/0 copper wire, a 225 amp main breaker, and branch circuits to each bed is generally acceptable as a minimum requirement. Let's look at the transformer requirements. The transformer should be rated for 120 kV amps, not 123.9 kV amps. The primary voltage should be 208 volts. The secondary voltage should be 235 volts. The load current should be 312 amps. The fuse size should be 450 amps. Now let's consider fuse sizing. The primary fuse should be sized to protect the transformer, which is typically 125% of the full load current. In this case, the primary fuse should be rated for 312 amps times 1.25 equals 390 amps. A 400 amp fuse would be the closest standard size. The branch circuit fuses or circuit breakers should be sized to protect the conductors and equipment on the secondary side of the transformer. The branch circuit device should be rated for the ampacity of the conductors, which is typically 16, 32, or 56 amps in this case. Let's examine conductor sizing. The primary conductor from the service entrance to the transformer should be sized for the primary fuse rating of 400 amps. A 4/0 copper wire with a 350 amp ampacity would be sufficient. The secondary conductors from the transformer to the branch circuit panel should be sized for the secondary load current of 195 amps. A 4/0 copper wire with a 350 amp ampacity would be sufficient. The branch circuit conductors from the panel to each bed should be sized for the branch circuit fuse ratings of 16, 32, or 56 amps as appropriate. Here are some other considerations. The transformer should be located as close as possible to the beds to minimize voltage drop. The electrical system should be designed and installed by a qualified electrician in accordance with the applicable electrical codes and standards. A ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, should be installed on the primary side of the transformer to protect against ground faults. Overall, the proposed wiring method is generally acceptable as a minimum requirement, but it is important to follow the manufacturer's instructions and applicable electrical codes for the specific equipment and installation. Let's delve deeper into the calculation and code considerations for this tanning bed salon electrical installation. We need to meticulously analyze each component to ensure safety and compliance. First, let's revisit the transformer requirements. A 120 kV transformer is specified to handle the total load. It's imperative to verify this rating against the actual calculated load. The load is distributed among the tanning beds, with 5 at 16 amps, 2 at 32 amps, and 1 at 56 amps, totaling 79,400 volt amps. Converting this to kilovolt amps, we get 79.4 kilovolt amps. This leaves a significant margin for future expansion or fluctuations in load. However, it's crucial to consider any additional loads within the salon, such as lighting, ventilation, and other equipment, and factor those into the total kilovolt amps requirement. Now, let's discuss fuse sizing in more detail. The primary fuse is intended to protect the transformer. As mentioned, it should be sized at 125% of the full load current. The calculation yields 390 amps, and a 400 amp fuse is selected. It is vital to consult the transformer's nameplate data and manufacturer's specifications for the recommended fuse type and time delay characteristics. Some transformers might require specific fuse types to handle inrush currents without nuisance tripping. The branch circuit fuses are critical for protecting individual tanning beds. These fuses must be carefully selected based on the ampacity of the branch circuit conductors and the maximum current draw of each tanning bed. The 16 amp, 32 amp, and 56 amp ratings must align with the conductor's ampacity per the National Electrical Code, or NEC Table 310.16, assuming it is installed per NEC standards. It's also important to verify that the tanning bed's nameplate ratings do not exceed the branch circuit fuse ratings. Conductor sizing is another crucial aspect. The primary conductor from the service entrance to the transformer must handle the 400 amp primary fuse rating. A 4/0 copper wire with a 350 amp ampacity is indicated. However, it is imperative to consider the ambient temperature, conductor bundling, and other dirting factors as outlined in the NEC. If the ambient temperature is high or the conductors are bundled, the ampacity of the 4/0 copper wire might need to be derated, potentially requiring a larger conductor size. The secondary conductors from the transformer to the branch circuit panel must carry the 195 amp secondary load current. Again, a 4/0 copper wire with a 350 amp ampacity is suggested. However, similar to the primary conductors, dirting factors must be considered. Additionally, the length of the secondary conductors should be minimized to reduce voltage drop. Voltage drop can negatively impact the performance and lifespan of the tanning beds. The branch circuit conductors from the panel to each bed must be sized appropriately for the branch circuit fuse ratings. The 16 amp, 32 amp, and 56 amp branch circuits will require different conductor sizes. Again, NEC Table 310.16 should be consulted, considering dirting factors, to determine the correct conductor size for each branch circuit. It's crucial to use appropriately sized conductors to prevent overheating and potential fire hazards. The location of the transformer is a key consideration. Placing the transformer as close as possible to the tanning beds minimizes voltage drop. The longer the distance between the transformer and the tanning beds, the greater the voltage drop. This can result in reduced performance of the tanning beds and potential damage to their components. It's also important to consider the ambient temperature around the transformer. Transformers generate heat, and if the ambient temperature is high, it can further reduce the transformer's efficiency and lifespan. Adequate ventilation around the transformer is essential. Compliance with electrical codes and standards is paramount. The entire electrical system must be designed and installed in accordance with the NEC and any applicable local codes. A qualified electrician with experience in commercial electrical installation should perform the work. Proper permitting and inspections are necessary to ensure compliance and safety. Ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, provide crucial protection against ground faults. Installing a GFCI on the primary side of the transformer can help prevent electrical shocks and equipment damage in the event of a ground fault. It is vital to select a GFCI with an appropriate current rating and trip sensitivity for the application. In addition to the technical aspects, documentation is essential. Detailed wiring diagrams, panel schedules, and equipment specifications should be maintained for future reference and troubleshooting. Proper labeling of all electrical components, including conductors, fuses, and circuit breakers, is also crucial. This documentation will facilitate maintenance and repairs and ensure the safety of personnel working on the electrical system. The suggested wiring method is acceptable as a minimum requirement, but it is crucial to adhere to the manufacturer's instructions and relevant electrical regulations for the specific equipment and installation. Regular maintenance and inspections of the electrical system are also essential to ensure its continued safe and reliable operation. Periodic infrared scanning of electrical panels and connections can help identify potential hotspots and prevent failures. It's also important to train Salon staff on basic electrical safety procedures, such as how to identify potential hazards and what to do in the event of an electrical emergency. The 208/120 volt three-phase supply presents a challenge when the tanning beds require 235 volts three-phase. The buck boost transformer acts as an autotransformer to increase the voltage. Autotransformers do not provide electrical isolation between the input and output, which is a key safety consideration. The 123.9 kV amps rating on the buck boost transformer needs to be confirmed to be adequate. The 312 load amps is the current on the 235 volt side. The input load of 215 amps at 214 volts and a secondary load of 195 amps at 235 volts needs to be validated to ensure the transformer is operating within its design limits. Using section 450.4 of the NEC covers the protection of transformers. The proposed 300 amp primary fuse on 4/0 copper terminating into a 225 amp main breaker in a 24 circuit panel within 25 feet needs a thorough review to make sure it meets code requirements and provides adequate protection. Firstly, verify the transformer's nameplate kilovolt amps rating. Secondly, calculate the actual load based on the tanning bed's current draw and any additional loads. Thirdly, determine the appropriate primary and secondary fuse sizes according to NEC section 450. Fourthly, select conductors with sufficient ampacity considering dirting factors. Fifthly, ensure proper grounding and bonding of all equipment. Sixthly, install ground fault protection. Seventhly, provide adequate ventilation for the transformer. Eighthly, maintain detailed documentation of the electrical system. Ninthly, conduct regular inspections and maintenance. Tenthly, train Salon staff on electrical safety procedures. By following these steps and consulting with a qualified electrician, the tanning bed salon can ensure a safe and compliant electrical installation. The use of a buck boost transformer as an autotransformer to derive 235 volts from a 208 volt source requires careful attention to detail to ensure safe and reliable operation of the tanning beds. The 450 amp fuse size mentioned needs to be verified, considering the transformer's kilovolt amps rating and the NEC requirements for transformer protection. Furthermore, the arrangement of the 225 amp main breaker and the individual overcurrent devices for each tanning bed needs to be checked against the applicable code sections to ensure proper coordination and selective tripping. Proper coordination ensures that only the faulted circuit trips, minimizing disruption to other equipment. The installation of a 24 circuit panel may be necessary to accommodate the individual branch circuits for each tanning bed, plus any additional circuits for lighting, receptacles, and other equipment. The panel should be sized appropriately to handle the anticipated load and provide adequate space for future expansion. The 25-foot distance limitation mentioned may refer to the maximum length of unprotected conductors from the transformer to the panel. It's important to verify this with the applicable codes and regulations. In summary, the electrical installation for the tanning bed salon requires a comprehensive design that considers the transformer requirements, fuse sizing, conductor sizing, overcurrent protection, grounding, and compliance with all applicable electrical codes and standards. A qualified electrician with experience in similar installations should be consulted to ensure a safe and reliable electrical system.